Yep, I'm waiting on everything.
It's being a little peculiar tonight.
Still showing up coming right now for just a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
The Kimberly in the background.
We have a guitar just like that hanging right there.
Oh.
Yes, you do. We're going to talk about some of those guitars,
yes.
by the way.
All right, DC, we're live now. It just came up, so we are
right.
good.
Let me go ahead and get our intro.
Yes, let's do that.
Hi, this is Jack Hughes of Wang Chung, and you're listening to the DND Dynamite 80s podcast show with your hosts DC and DH.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee, you are listening to the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast with your hosts, DC and DH. So, guys, take it away.
All
take
right.
it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. I'm DH.
Hey, and I am DC.
And we're here to take another fantastic look at all things 80s and whatever else
decade that we talk about.
DC, this week I am going to have to ask you how your week's going, because some of us got to start of us got to start our vacations while others are still working.
School is out for summer, so it is
not for me, not yet.
For you yet. Yeah, no, it's been fine. Yeah, I've been doing some little odds and ends and whatever pops up, and that's kind of cool to be in that situation. So
yeah, I'm sure you hadn't been doing much.
You know me.
Yes. Hey, I'm excited to get this one started. And folks, we've got an amazing guest on tonight. And if you follow the show,
very excited.
You've seen this guest once before when we were doing a live remote, came on for just a little bit. So DC, without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to you and let's get the introductions going.
Hey, let's welcome in Larry Miller with us tonight. We appreciate him taking some time with us to talk some music and talk guitars and whatever else pops up that we talk about. But Larry, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. I need to ask you this first. We did get to talk a little bit the first time around, but I was curious if you would kind of detail a little bit more about your music background. Like, when did you start knowing you wanted to kind of focus in on playing music? At what age and what instruments?
Well, I have a poster behind me.
I was seeing it right there. Battle of the Bands.
I see it.
Yes.
Battle of the Bands. Yeah.
And that's 1963.
Wow.
I'm the guy on the left, and I played lead guitar in this band. It was a great band in the 60s. I mean, it was a neighborhood band. We had tons of those. But in that, so I'm right here. And then I got Butch Sneed right there. He's still living. And we got Donnie Henshaw, who just passed, which is sad. I think the other ones are living, but the last two names down there are the people that started with us in that band, but didn't end up in the band. And that was Jim Erskine, and he's deceased, and Butch Miller, which I believe he's still alive. So, but we had a great band. It was fun band. Of course, you had the British invasion, and we're playing all kinds of stuff. Especially a song called "You Really Got Me" by the Kinks,
right?
Which is what I'm getting ready to play that song with the Roy Band on Saturday night.
Yes, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yes,
that performance coming up. Absolutely, we'll mention that for sure.
I have to add something. What's neat about this guitar that's in this poster is sitting right over here.
Yeah, wow, yeah, and I think we've seen it before.
Yep, right.
Yeah, let's get another look at that.
Look at that. Oh,
and that's a 1963 Silvertone.
Wow.
448, I believe, with Gibson P90 pickups.
Okay.
That thing's in perfect shape because I've had it reconditioned. But I mean, I don't play it anymore. But that's the thing I played. It was great.
Larry, is that your favorite one that you own? Obviously.
Do what?
Is that your favorite guitar that you own? Obviously.
Yeah, as far as memories and everything. Now,
sure.
But we'll fast forward. So I played in this band for a couple years, and then I always tell people what happened. I was at a concert, and there were like 1,000 some people in this concert, and they surrounded the stage to the point where Mr. Miller here gets stage fright, and as a result of that, I never played in a band again.
Is
Oh,
that right?
wow.
I mean, it was a great evening, fun evening. Things were rocking and rolling, having a good time. But for some reason, I don't know what happened, but it got me. So, and then when I turned 17, I got into a accident and actually almost cut my arm off.
Oh,
I drank a lot when I was young and cut my arm off to the point where I couldn't play music anymore.
mm.
Wow.
And they put me in a cast like this because I
Oh.
cut all my tendons and all kinds of stuff. So when I turned 50, yeah, that's right. When I turned 50, I went to Norm's Guitar, which I have a shirt from Norm's Guitar
Yep.
signed by
I see
Norm.
Okay.
You guys know
Okay.
who that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I bought the Rickenbacker behind me, the black one, right here.
Oh.
So I bought this Rickenbacker from Norm's Guitar, great looking guitar.
Wow.
This
Yeah,
is the
that's
guitar
nice.
that I'm playing in the band. With all these guitars, Brady and I, we tested all these guitars out. This is the one with the sound that we want for playing that song on Saturday. So very unique guitar.
So, Larry,
Yeah.
if I'm understanding this correctly, this will be your first performance since
Back
that
on
time
stage.
period?
Well, other than when I turned 60, and I don't really remember much of it because, and my daughter Shannon knows this, I drank a half a bottle of Cavassier. They had a surprise party at my house. I remember driving up to the house and I'm going like, why are all these realtors at my house? Well, it wasn't realtor, it was all my ex-sales reps, my new regime, the old regime. So we go in there and they have this guitar setting up on the floor with this band. And I did play a song with them, a Led Zeppelin song. I already forget which one it was, but it was a great band and I was having fun. So that I do remember. So from there, I've never played, and really even that band that night. I mean, I was out of my gourd a little bit, but I had fun. And so the experience I'm going to have on Saturday, which has bothered me, is that I've been sitting down playing for a very long time, not standing up and playing. So I've been practicing standing up and playing this guitar. And so I've been to like 3 practices. I'm getting better. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay come Saturday. So
Yeah.
I've got a feeling, Larry. I've got a feeling you're going to show them up. You're going to go out
Oh,
there with
you'll
more
do
energy
great.
than Brady. I've got a feeling you're going to steal the show Saturday night.
well, that guitar does sound quite good. I mean, it's
I believe you. I
Roy's
believe
got
you.
me Roy has me to have it turned up all the way, so I'm having fun with it. Okay.
That's
That's
awesome.
going to be awesome.
That's awesome. So when did you start? I mean, you have a great collection behind you there. When did you start collecting guitars and how did that kind of come about?
Well, when I worked for the company I worked for them for 51 years. I traveled a lot.
Mm.
And then the wife and I, we'd go on vacation and the one I have up in the corner up there, which is a strange looking Fender, it's a Starcaster. I never heard of a Starcaster, but it's a very nice looking guitar. You see it up there, Shannon?
Yep.
All right.
So,
By the way, this is
no, it's not that.
Wrong one.
That's okay. Well, wait a minute. Okay.
I got a story about this one too. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, this one belonged to a gentleman that lives in Florida that I got him enticed in and playing guitar. So he started buying a bunch of guitars. Well, when he
Okay.
decided to give it up, I bought these guitars back from him.
Oh, okay.
This is an American-made Fender Telecaster, very nice guitar. I got that from him. I got the green Gretsch over there from
That's
him.
my favorite.
Oh, I know, that's your favorite.
That's Brady's. I think that's Brady's.
Yeah.
favorite.
I also have a Mexican Strat because I have a collection. Well, I have 4 guitars up in Ohio. And so I have the Mexican Strat that came from there, which is a great guitar too. So Shannon,
Which one?
let me point right there.
This one?
Yeah. So this is a very unique guitar. So my wife and I, we go to Palm Springs. And of course, I don't take a guitar with me. So when I go there, we got to buy one. I can play. So
Right.
I bought this one. This is really a unique guitar. Very nice Fender. Okay.
Beautiful.
But
Yeah.
it's called the Starcaster. And
Okay.
they don't even make a case for it, which is really weird, but a very nice guitar. So,
Wow. It's beautiful. Yeah.
and then
Yes.
I have you can put that back. And then I got this Luna down here, which I never heard of a Luna guitar before.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, that's right there.
Acoustic?
Yeah, that one right there. So we go to Minneapolis on a trip. Of course, I need a guitar. So then I buy a Luna acoustic. Very nice guitar. Sounds excellent. And I love the engraving these guys do.
Wow.
They do
That
that
is
all.
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Very nice guitar. Wow. And then
Where's grandma's?
right there. Within, but the most famous guitar that I have, yeah, is the one my mother owned. And she's the one that taught me how to play the guitar.
Wow.
Now, this is a
Wow.
1964 Texan, Epiphone Texan,
Okay.
made in Kalamazoo,
Wow.
Michigan. Let me have that. It's so Peter Frampton, that's his favorite guitar too. And a lot of the songs that he has written and people that he's played for, this is the guitar that he uses. And I just saw a thing on him on TV. This is the one that he does, and it's an excellent guitar. And but he also said, or they asked him a question, and this is a good one because I always ask this question: why did always the people in Britain that came over the British invasion? Why did they have Epiphones? Why didn't they buy Gibsons? And the answer was, well, the Gibsons were more money, but the Gibsons made the Epiphones in the same factory, so that they bought all the Epiphones.
Oh,
And
I
so,
didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
yeah, that was a good one from there. The as far as
Why don't you talk, who did grandma play with this?
oh my God, my mother played with Ernest Tubb.
Wow.
Who else? God,
June Carter.
June Carter.
Wow.
And there's a couple
That
of,
is awesome.
but I grew up with that. She was a bluegrass. I mean, so
Yeah.
we grew up having hoedowns at our house on Saturday night. The families would
Sure.
come over. So that's how we started. And then
Yeah.
when we started our band, I know I'm jumping around, but when
No,
we
it's
started
okay.
the band, we started that band in Butch Sneed's kitchen. He played the drums in, so we used Tupperware for the drums.
Right.
And I think I'm going to say this right. He had an AKA or an Cowie reel-to-reel tape recorder, and we recorded ourselves playing these songs from the British invasion. And
Wow.
our tone was great, so that's what got us. We couldn't really play that good, but we could sing, and then we eventually got sort of famous in that town. So it worked out pretty daggone good. Okay.
Now, Larry, one of the things I remember growing up, like especially at my grandmother's on my mom's side, was all of my uncles and aunts would get together and they could all play instruments and just have that family music session. Like every time there was a family get together, is that kind of how your journey in music started as well?
Yes, that's because you think about it, they didn't really have much TV and there was no internet, so that was their entertainment. And when they got together, I saw some very unique entertainers, musicians, and they did some things that I had no idea that you could play guitar like that. But they would do banjos, guitar. My mother also
Yes.
played Hawaiian guitar. She played. She had an organ, electric organ that she played. So and she wrote a ton of music. Okay, so she was my inspiration. And her family, there again, it was bluegrass all the way, and good bluegrass is pretty daggone good stuff.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree 100%. I listen to all genres, but bluegrass, especially the older bluegrass,
Very
that's
unique.
one of my favorite categories to listen to.
You got very, very good stuff. So, and there again, I got guitars out the gazoo, but I have, which we don't have to show, but I have up here a Peavey, a USA made Peavey. I paid $50 for it. It was my cousin's guitar. And then my daughter Shannon put she knew somebody that worked at Gibson, so he put in the new Gibson pickups. So Nice guitar.
Wow.
And I got one up here that's pretty unique looking. Let me have that one right there. This one is unique looking.
Yeah. Talk
I
to us
bought this
about
in
that
a
one.
famous place called Yellow Springs, Ohio. Who's the comedian in Yellow Springs?
I can't think of his name. That's Patty.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that is nice.
That is nice.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah, and it says Epiphone Gibson. I mean, it's a nice little guitar. Chet Atkins got his name on there.
By the way, folks, I'm gonna give a shout out to Shannon. Everybody you recognize
This
her.
is
She's been on
Shannon.
I know.
before.
She's
Larry's
my Vanna
daughter.
White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
They told me
a,
not to move.
she's an amazing friend to our show and has done so much to help us. So Shannon, just wanted to give a shout out.
Great to see you again, Shannon.
How are y'all
Yeah.
doing?
Doing great. Great.
We're doing amazing. We have Larry on the show. I mean,
All
you talk
is
about
good.
iconic. This is iconic to me because I love hearing stories like that.
Love stories.
And you know, just to be honest, as we get older, we become more of the storyteller. So to find someone that's got that history and willing to share, it's amazing. I could
That's
just sit
special.
here and listen to Larry all night if
Yeah,
DC would
absolutely.
be quiet.
Appreciate that, guys.
That's right.
But hey, when I talk about my childhood bringing up, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I mean, I really wouldn't.
Special memories. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, they let me out of high school. I'm serious. They let me out of high school.
Right.
I always tell the story. So at high school graduation, I'm there. I don't think I was invited, but I was. But somehow they knew I was there, so I got called up to get my diploma. It was a blank piece of paper. Very serious. So then, when I took it to the counselor, like, what's going on? He goes, "Hey, you'll get your diploma once you finish your 3,500 minutes detention." What? So I had to spend 3,500 minutes detention before I got my diploma.
Wow.
I'm going, dang.
Now that is a unique story in itself.
You had banked a lot of detention there.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't a bad guy. I just never, I mean, I didn't have good grades. I didn't go, how do I say it? All my friends went to the north side of the city and to a nice rich school, and I got to stay with everybody else. But I wouldn't change that for anything in the world. That's what made me grow up. Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. So Larry, one of the things I want to talk about, and I know you kind of told us your influence, your mom and all, and I think that is amazing. But who are some of the artists that you really enjoy listening to?
Oh God. Of course, I like Led Zeppelin. I like Jimmy Page. I mean, he's very unique as far as what he's done. He's a good one. I like Eric Clapton. He's a great one. I know he's got a concert coming up here September 7th or 8th. I'm going to try to go if I can, but he's very unique. And there again, he's from the 60s, which is where I'm from.
Sure.
But I like all kinds of music. I mean, it's as long as it's got a beat and makes sense, I like it. Okay.
Yeah. Now, Larry, this is I was asking that because I was kind of leading up to the most important question of the evening.
Okay.
So this is for all the marbles. This is for the breakfast at Waffle House on Friday and Who Buys. So
Okay.
Right.
you know, when we have our post conference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you two artists, and DC always says I cheat. So I'm going to let him give you the artist. I don't know why he says that. I mean, just because I'm a guy that likes old time rock and roll, you know, that kind of music just fills my soul. I just, you know, it's just it's so good. So while he's telling you the two artists, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to turn my page to a blank page so I can get started on my next set of notes. So I just turned the page, you know, no hints or anything. I don't know where he gets this stuff from. You know, I'm just working on my night moves for the show. I mean, that's all I can say. So DC, I'm going to let you tell the
All
two
right.
artists.
Let me take it since you've already gave away yours.
I don't know what you're talking
your
about.
We're gonna
choice.
get set up.
Yeah. Sounds like it. It sounds like it. No, the two artists to choose from is Bob Seger versus George Thorogood.
Bob Seger.
Oh gosh, I didn't even have a chance in that one.
Larry, when I'm enjoying my second cup of free refill coffee, because that's all he's going to pay for, I'm going to hold it
That's
up,
all you'll
and
get.
I'm going to toast you on Friday
Really?
morning with that second refill.
Good.
Why so fast on Seeger? Why does he stick out to you?
He's got a great voice. He's got great songs.
Yeah.
The Thoroughbred, I think he goes a little over the board sometimes and some of the stuff that he does, and that's why I chose that. So that's who I would listen to if I had to.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Talk to us a little bit about how this came about performing with the Roy Band.
That's a good one. Roy's been asking me to participate for a long time,
Okay.
and I refuse to do it. I try, and there again, I retired on April 1st, but up to that point, all I did was work.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations on that.
For example, somebody just asked me a bunch of stuff about the 80s,
Uh-huh.
and my answer was, I don't remember the 80s. I worked 14/7.
Yes.
For all 10 years. I mean, that's all I did was work my butt off. So I
Yeah.
don't remember that much about the 80s, other than I enjoy the Roy Band and that music. They do a great job. So
They do.
Yeah. Yes,
so
they
he
do.
knows that I have a guitar collection. Of course, Shannon works with them and Brady works with them. So they've been bugging me. And so I finally retired. So I finally agreed to it. So
Well,
it's made me a
And
little nervous.
Well, you
Wow.
already mentioned that you've already done some practicing with it. So are you
Yes.
feeling comfortable about Saturday?
Oh yeah, I feel comfortable with one little exception, which I'm working on.
Mhm.
And the thing about that Rickenbacker playing that song,
Yes.
it has a little more feedback to it. You can hit the top strings, and it seems like the bottom strings ring out too. And I gotta work on that. So I'm muting the strings, which I don't like because it's extra work. So
Ah.
I'm gonna get somebody else's opinion on that, and let me let loose, and I'll have more
Yeah.
fun. Okay.
Right.
There you go. Well, I tell you, the Roy Band, amazing group of folks. You couldn't ask for nicer, greater folks. They
Oh,
do an amazing
fantastic.
job.
It's been amazing to us
And
as well.
I'm kind of sad because I would love to be able to come out Saturday night and see you play, but unfortunately, we're going to be out of town this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to be there. But I know,
Well, Larry will be back on the stage. I got a
yes,
good,
I
good
got a good
suspicion.
feeling. Yes.
Well, yeah, because I think you guys are supposed to come out there at some point in time soon, from what I heard. So,
Yeah. We will definitely get something worked out and be back. That's for sure.
Yes,
Very,
we love
very
coming
soon.
out.
well,
Very
good.
soon.
And Larry, here's the thing: when we come out next for the live remote, we're going to let you host the live remote, and I'm just going to sit back and let all the viewers enjoy and really enjoy a show the way
Some
it
more
should be, because
stories.
you're going to be hosting it.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
that'd be fun. I might have to start drinking again.
We're gonna have to
well.
we'll have to rename the show to DND Dynamite.
it.
Yeah, there
we can
we
work
go.
it out.
We'll
It's
put
all
his
good.
logo. Yeah, we'll put his initial in there.
Hey, I don't have a
Absolutely.
problem with that. I think what my daughter is trying to do is get me to be me again, and I want to. It's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you're on your way Saturday
yeah,
night. That's
definitely.
for sure.
And I tell you what, folks, if you haven't been out to see the Roy Band, you need to get out there. They are amazing, amazing musicians, and they're going to have Larry out there this Saturday
Fantastic
night with
performers.
them.
They are.
So even that much more. Look, I even got posters in the back. There they are. They're
You got
Yes,
it.
they are.
Yeah,
You got them up.
got them up. Yes,
I've got the record signed in the
Yep.
back.
Yeah, I was wondering
They
how
gave
did
me.
how did you make off with that?
I took it
record
from
that
you.
night? When the light blinded me or something.
Yeah, I ran with it.
You see how
Kept
he does
it in my
me, Larry.
vehicle.
I see that. I think I got him figured out.
Yeah.
You know,
I ran with it. I kept it.
He told me last week he was going to double my salary, and I kind of looked
You
at
hadn't
it.
seen that yet, have you?
Well, I hadn't seen the first salary yet. Much less
Exactly.
the
You hadn't
double
seen
one,
any
so
salary
it's
yet.
all good.
That's
Double
right.
what, right?
You're right. Double zero.
Yes. So what we're talking about, folks, is the Roy Band.
Yes.
Franklin is a Franklin area, would you say?
That's Brentwood.
Brentwood.
Brentwood. Yeah, it's more Brentwood. Okay. So the Brentwood area at the Roy Barbary Theater. And they'll be there, I believe, Shannon is probably hearing, is it 7 o'clock start?
7 o'clock start. Doors open at 6:30. You can go to theroyband.com to get your tickets. We're doing a fun theme this weekend: MTV Beach Party Spring
Wow.
Week. So
Oh, very
we'll
good.
have some fun things happening. Larry will be wearing his Speedo. Cut off tank top.
Folks, that's going to be worth the ticket price
Right
just
there.
for that.
Right?
So there
Right.
I'd
you
get
go.
shot on the way there. I'd be sitting there.
just don't get pulled over in that.
No,
by a
don't,
cop.
yeah,
Yeah,
try to
no.
explain
Have
that
to
one.
Especially in
explain that
Brentwood.
one.
Well, if he
Yeah.
does get pulled over,
That's
he
right.
may get out of it with the
Right, he might. He might have the legs to get out of it. I don't know.
Well, there you go.
Worked for
There
me
you
a
go.
time or two. So
Oh, wow. So, yeah, folks, get out there and see them. It is a fantastic show with just,
Yes.
just amazing people.
You will love
And
it. Every minute
you
of
will
it.
love it. You will love it. So get on their website and check them out. And they have a fantastic website. And find all the details, and you get your tickets there as well. And, yeah, go out and see these folks.
It's a
And
great
Absolutely.
time.
Yes,
It
and
is
you
a
get to
very
see
good time.
Larry's triumphant return to the
To the
stage.
Can
stage.
you believe that?
The first of many coming up. It's
First of
gonna be
many.
Awesome.
Now, Larry, you'll have to do an encore for us. Yeah, you'll have to
Yes.
do another show for sure when we
Yep.
can get out there and see you.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I'd look forward to it. Okay.
All right. Can you stick with us as we wrap it up?
Yes, sir.
All right. Larry Miller, once again, we
Yes.
appreciate your time for sure. So
Yes,
stick with us.
amazing. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. Larry, I would like to thank you, and Shannon, I'd like to thank you for all the support
Yeah,
and everything you do to
always,
help
Shannon,
us out
pleasure.
as always. Larry, man, I'm telling you what, whether it's a show or not, anytime, if you want to go have a drink somewhere and sit down and share stories, I'm there to listen.
No, I'm there to
Just
hear it.
Amazing.
Oh my
So
God.
really enjoyed it tonight. Appreciate
I
you
might,
coming on.
I might have to take you up for that because
he's got some stories.
I got
Just
some,
let us know.
and I love Cavassier. So
There you go. And DC loves paying, so it's all good. See?
It works out perfect, doesn't it?
that's a great one.
All right, folks. That's going to do it for another show. Remember, you can find us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, on our website, on Canyon Star TV, all D&D Dynamite 80s. And folks, as I always end off before I send it over to DC, remember, it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. So always be kind to each other. DC?
Amen, bro. Let's get those sponsors in real quick.
Let's do it.
D&D Dynamite 80s would like to thank their sponsors, Hudson's Flags and More, Nesting Project of Smyrna, Tennessee, PJG Marketing, Totally Cool 80s, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, Jackie's Creations on Facebook, Riley Rhodes Art Designs at rileyroads.art on Instagram, and the Magic Yarn Project. You can find all these great folks online.
You sure can. Check them out.
Yes. And folks, I always like to give a little bit of a message here. One of the things we said when we started this show a little over 5 years ago was we wanted to find a way
Wow,
to kind of
5
give
years.
back. I know. Can you believe that?
And we hadn't got any better.
We're not going to.
No.
Dude, we peaked at show 1. It's all good.
Yes,
But-
we did.
But we wanted to find a way to kind of give back and help out. And we've been blessed to be part of two amazing organizations helping to support them and kind of get their words out. And the first one is the Magic Yarn Project. And what these folks do, they're volunteers across the nation. They hand knit superhero princes, all kinds of head coverings for children that are battling cancer and provide them for free. And that makes a huge difference for those kids and the lives of those families. So, if you find it in your heart and you
Check
want to
those
support
fine
somebody,
folks
check
out.
them out.
Mhm.
Also, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, our friend the Vooch.
Mhm.
Paul, he
Paul
does
Carafotis.
an amazing job there. And what this organization does on a normal is if you do a donation, they help provide books for kids that may not be able to afford them. And as educators, we know how important literacy is at a young age. But they also have something special going on in DC. I'm gonna let you talk about that for a
They
moment.
do. Yeah. Paul reached out to me. He had a family that got in touch with him that had lost their daughter to a heart condition and got in contact with him about writing a book about her. And Paul ended up writing the book. He said it was a very emotional thing to do, but he wrote the book and wants to get it published. And the publishing rights is very expensive. So they're looking for donations to get that thing out for children to be able to enjoy that book. And so any help that you can get those fine folks at Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, look them up and help them out with that. I know the Vooch will be able to get that
Yes,
taking place.
and our
And
best wishes and condolences.
go out to the family
to
as
the
well.
family.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
That is rough. That's rough.
yes.
So, yeah, like you said it perfectly. We try to give back a little bit by just presenting the information out in our platform when we can. And hopefully those folks get some help, the help that they need. For sure.
And I know our viewers are saying, Larry, you carried the show, but for us too, they're always saying, we hope you two guys get some help to get this show together. So, but we're doing all right.
You guys do okay.
We're doing okay. Well, we appreciate
right.
that. We appreciate that. Next week, Desi D. Amani, who is I believe she is a guitarist and singer for Gilligan's Island, the band. So, yeah, they all dress up as the Gilligan Island characters. So she's cool. Mary Ann. So we will catch up with that fun group.
Yes.
She'll be on talking about their fun experiences that they do and performing and all that. I believe they're out of California. And so that'll be fun. That'll be a fun, different kind of show. So looking forward to that. Since it's summer coming on, we thought we'd do something a little different with that. So, yeah. Looking forward to have Desi on next week.
Yes. It's going to be great. Shannon, Larry, thank y'all so much. Tell Rock and Roll Rev and everybody at the Roy Band, we love you guys.
All the best to them,
wishes.
For sure. And we'll see them real soon.
We'll see you soon.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. So for DH, Larry, Shannon, I am DC, and DC always leads us out by saying keep playing those 80s, 60s, and 70s or whatever genre of music that you like. Keep playing that music, my friends, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.